Hi, everyone. It's Pastor Paul Krampitz, and welcome again to another edition of From the Pastor's Study. Uh, this mug was given to me recently. I don't know if you can read the text on here, but it's obviously Martin Luther standing outside of the church doors at Wittenberg, and the caption, the bulletin board was full. I wonder where I could put this modest little proposal for church reform. It's a cute little mug, but it speaks a deep truth. We know that Martin Luther, when he posted those 95 Theses, as legend says, on the church doors in Wittenberg, Germany, it sparked quite a revolution. It really was the catalyst for the movement that we, in retrospect, now call the Protestant Reformation. Luther's proposals, these theses, were originally intended for debate among scholars in the university, among theologians. Quickly, those 95 theses were printed using the Gutenberg printing press and disseminated widely throughout Germany and indeed much of Europe. And again, all of this church reform that flowed from that. So Luther's modest, really, action here, it was not uncommon for people to post such things to invite debate, but that one act had enormous impact for centuries, indeed, after that. To use kind of modern parlance, Luther's 95 Theses went viral, as did so many of his other writings. In fact, Luther developed that Luther seal, which I'll talk about in more detail in another episode, as sort of a trademark or a copyright to ensure that it was genuinely his writings that were being forwarded and not someone else purporting to be him. So I wonder, what are the things that we might do today? What are the small actions that we might take that would spark some much needed reform, not just in the church, but here in society? Christians are called to a faith active in love. That means being a Christian is doing something, right? It's not just the intellectual assent to a set of beliefs. It's not just a warm, fuzzy feeling in our heart for God, but we are called by virtue of our baptism to put our faith in action, to really show our love for God and for neighbor in not just the things we say, but the things we do. There are all sorts of wonderful examples of people doing that today, and some of the things have really turned into movements. I think of Nelson Mandela. I think of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I think about the Black Lives Matters movement. I think about the advocates for justice, for police reform. Think about those who speak up on behalf of the poor and the hungry. We are always called to put our faith into action. And sometimes just a small act can have profound effect. So I'm reminded of that every time I drink a sip of coffee from this mug. Who knows what you do today, how that might affect the world tomorrow. Until next time, this is Pastor Paul saying goodbye and God bless.